The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go. Cheetah.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Open man right side is Shark. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 31 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go, hey. North salad. Ladybug.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Timberland, Woodland, Gold, Woodland, Gold. Up.
Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Young. Sharp's got it, left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
On the set.
They go play action. Young. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Young off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They run with Sanders off the option, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
South Salad, South Salad. Detroit, Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Great. Okay, here we go, boys.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 10-yard gain. Why shift to Cruz? Why shift to Cruz? Rita. Detroit Johnson, Detroit. Out.
They're going to try and throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Timberland.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around found him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Great. Other side.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Great. Timberland.
They'll try and throw for it here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Following the interception, Young going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Jump right, Patino.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Ready up. Cycle. 3-3.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And Young's throw there incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agreed to just... And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Biggie.
In motion, Slayton. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. This one goes out wide for Barkley, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Young takes it on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here. Young takes it on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants deep. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. On the return, here's Gary Brightwell. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you can.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Black shot. Hut.
Young now from the 50. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. First and 10, Young. And Shark calls it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Off the play fake, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers. Timberland.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
In motion goes the tight end.
Timberland. Apple. Bama.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Brightwell to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
South salad.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 50 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, let's go.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Dom Capers.
Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Here now, third down.
Timberland.
Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run off first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Young here to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Hurry. Ready?
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 45, Giants 31. Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Great. Timberland. Up we go.
Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now second and 10.
Apple. Here we go.
Now Jones. Pass complete to Shepard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Makes it 3rd and
Jump right,
4.
Pacino. Jump right, Pacino. Out, go.
Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll run for it with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Young's going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the